goes it, guys? It is a brisk fall morning here in southern Wisconsin, and it's about time we winterize outside for a few things, specifically our rain barrel, and maybe batten up some of the outdoor hoses. Don't think we'll need those for the rest of the year, and so doing that, and I thought I'd do a video and show you guys our setup for rain barrel and just go over a few things and how we do it. So take a look here at the rain barrel. Step back a bit. So our rain barrel is fed off of the downspout off the house, and then it's diverted directly into this blue barrel. This was set up when we bought the house, so we didn't put this in, but it's a pretty good setup. I don't know if this is just a commercial food grade barrel that somebody got or a regular barrel, but works pretty good. There's the outflow off the top once the barrel's full, and then it feeds down into a drain that comes under the ground, goes under the ground, and then feeds out down at the bottom of this hill here. Comes out down here, so that keeps the water away from the house. But so in the winter, what we'll do is undo that screw there, and this side doesn't have one, but it used to. It's okay, it holds with just one screw. We'll take that out. We'll empty the rain barrel water, because you don't want that in there getting frozen and breaking your rain barrel. And then we'll put this straight pipe in to replace that bin that goes down to there. At my old house, we had a rain barrel, and it was fed with a type that you just basically cut out a piece of the downspout, and then it diverted some of the water into the barrel, and then the overflow returned back into the downspout. But this one is a direct feed, so fills up pretty fast when it rains. Highly recommend doing this if you have a lot of watering to do outside. Economical, less water we got to pump from the ground, and works pretty well. I have this hose fed over to a little spigot. We'll walk down there. Still some roses this time of year. It's amazing. I have the outfeed of the rain barrel down here, and I just put it so it's easy to fill watering cans and whatnot from the rain barrel. Better than bending over and trying to fill out the bottom of the tap. Sometime in the future, I'm probably going to bury some type of line from the rain barrel down to the garden down there. If you've watched my previous videos, my garden's down at the back of my yard, and I could put an underground pipe down there. It'd feed pretty good with gravity, and then I wouldn't have to use city water to water my garden. I can just take out the rain barrel. But yeah, that's in the future. Maybe next spring we'll do a video on that and show you how we do those. So anyways, let's get to work. Definitely full. Just a couple pieces of PVC with some angles on it. So we just take the straight piece, slide it in here. That's it for redoing the downspout. So now we just got to empty the rain barrel and we'll be done with this part. Oh, got the wrong bit. Alright, now we can drain the water. That'll take a little while. You can see the barrel's pretty close to the top. So it's going to take a while to get all that out of there. Once it's done, we'll look in there and see if we can rinse any of it out. With this type of feed in here, has a tendency to get a lot of junk off the roof that comes down the downspout, leaves, the seeds off like maples, the twirlies, dirt, part of the shingle rocks, etc. But there was a like a screen filter at the top of this, but I took it out because it kept getting full of junk, and what it would do is spill over the edge of the spout right here, and then it started washing away this corner of the retaining wall, which is in need of straightening. We'll get to that next spring, probably summer, as well as our other one down there. You know, that's what they say about retaining walls. They all lean eventually, so I'll wait for this to empty out and then go from there. Looks like we got the last just truck coming out. We'll dump it over and clean out the bottom of that. I'm sure there's a lot of gunk down in there. I can really see the walls of it are real dirty. So, yeah. There's a drain on the bottom I haven't seen previously because I've never had to clean it out. It's only the second year we've been here, so yeah, we'll take that off and make it easier to rinse from the top. Much better. You can see the plugs out on the bottom. Over the other side is the drain for the hose, but yeah, clean up the walls some. I mean, it doesn't have to be spotless, it's just water for the garden. So we'll put it back together and I'll show you how I batten it up for the winter. Do yourself a favor and get yourself some of this Gorilla duct tape. This stuff holds incredibly, especially for something like this where it's semi-permanent over the winter. But I mean, it sticks to anything and holds. Not sponsored, but I'll take it. Reach out to me. So I'm just going to cover this hole up and this out overflow spout. So tough I can't rip it. There we go. Now this might leak some. We're not looking for waterproof, just keep most of the water out. If some water leaks in through this top, I'm fine with that. I just don't want it filling up and then freezing and cracking the barrel. So, but even then, I think this is still going to be fairly watertight. There, now you can see better. And we'll put a little bit down here at the bottom. There we go, we're all set. Alright guys, last thing we'll do is unhook all of my hose fittings outside. I have the antifreeze type of spigot, so If you didn't, you have to open the spigot and then have the person shut the water off on the inside. You should have a shut-off valve for all your outside spigots somewhere in your house, in the basement ceiling, but or crawl space or wherever you have your spigots. But you know, you have to open your spigot, let the water run, and then turn off the inside to get those. If you have the antifreeze, you just turn them off because the actual valve is inside the building and won't freeze up. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll take all those off. I have 2 of them outside that I have hoses tied to, and then we'll be all set for the winter as far as all the water stuff. But yeah, we'll carry on, and like and subscribe, and tell your friends if you like what I'm doing here, and I'll try to put out more content that you guys like. So we'll see you later.